Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking to you about how I bought a £125,000 house for just £55,000. My name's Andrew Hubbard, over 30 plus years of construction experience, bricklayer by trade, now full-time developer, and I'm here to share that knowledge with you on how you can get started in property development and start buying deals just like this one. Check me out on all the social medias, follow me, like me, subscribe to me, and I'll be sharing lots of more content over the coming weeks and months to you guys. Okay, so how do you buy a house that's valued at £125,000 for just £55,000? I'm going to tell you. So the first thing is, you want to be dealing direct to vendor. This is far better than dealing with agents because there's only 2 of you instead of 3 of you. We still buy land through agents, but what we find is the person that sits in the middle, the agent, tells you what you want to hear and they tell the seller what they want to hear. So it can get a bit misinterpreted when you're talking, so we just prefer to deal with vendors as much as we can direct. Now, how do you find properties like this? We strategically look for those on Google Earth and we will then letter drop them. This particular one here, we're doing a site just up the road, and as we're driving by, we're seeing that the lawn is getting very long. So we can see that whoever lives here isn't managing that property. Probably elderly, for whatever reason, the property's starting to get in disrepair. So that person might be someone who just wants to move on and maybe needs a bit of help. Okay, so the first thing we do is send the letter, and normally it can take sometimes 3 or 4 letters to get a response from most vendors. In this particular case, first letter, phone rings straight away. Hi, we've got your letter, we're interested in selling, can we have a meeting? That particular time we're working on a site just up the road. I said, yeah, I can come up there this afternoon if that suits you. Yeah, that's fine. I'm down here from Leeds at the moment to visit my dad who lives at the property, and I'm looking to relocate my dad up to near where we are so I can keep an eye on him because he's getting a bit elderly and a bit frail and it worries me. I said, that's great, that's not a problem. So I came around and did the appointment, asked her a little bit about the property. Her concerns was she needed a cash buy because the property was full of asbestos. And I said, well, look, we've done one of these up the road just before, so asbestos doesn't bother us. We know how to deal with all that side of things. The second concern was it's on a septic tank, so she knows this would probably put some of the buyers off. But it's quite common out here to be on a septic tank because there are no main drains. So again, it wasn't a problem for us. And I just said to her, look, what's the lowest price you would take for this property? Because we have done one up the road, which was a lot cheaper than this. And she said, look, the lowest I would take is £70,000. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go run the numbers. So we're going to work out our bill costs, all our planning fees, professional fees. So all the costs associated with replacing this dwelling into a new house. I then present this to her in an email. So I send her all my numbers, all the workings out, and I said, look, my offer is £52,000 because we've got demolition, we've got asbestos, we've got to go through planning, we've got to build, and the building's only going to be worth a certain value. And the vendor came back and said, look, if you can give me £55,000, which pays for my legals and just my moving costs, then we can do a deal. So, think about it. She said this is the lowest we will accept, and we still got it accepted a lot lower than what she wanted. But this is still a win-win. So she wants to be able to move her dad up to her house pretty quick, and she wants the certainty, so that's not a problem, we can do that. And she doesn't want to hold out for the highest price, and she doesn't want to go onto the open market and have lots of people viewing and maybe time wasting. She just wanted someone that can give her the certainty. So the 2 reasons really why vendors will want to sell properties are, one is they want the speed and certainty, and the price isn't really the most important thing. The second reason is the price is the most important thing, and they're prepared to wait. They don't need to sell quick. They don't need to sell at a discount. So ideally, we're looking for the motivated sellers, the one that just want to move on quick, and the price is not the most important thing to them. So deal done, £55,000. There's lots of properties out there like this, lots of vendors out there like this. We're about to head into a recession. I think you're going to find more opportunities like this over the next 12 to 18 months than you will for the next 15, 20 years. So the more you learn about this sort of stuff and how to find these properties, how to write that letter to the vendors, the conversations to have, and you can be getting bargains like this, lower the prices than what you ever think is imaginable. You're not going to get deals like this through the estate agent. You've got to go direct to vendor And once you know what you're doing, you can just replicate this over and over and over again, create the win-win for you and the vendor. You get the land at a bargain price, they get their money and allow them to move on with their life. So I hope you found that video useful. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out some more of the videos. There's lots of educational videos here to help you on your property development journey. So if you found this video interesting and you want to learn more about property development or buying property or property investing, feel free to reach out to me, Andrew Hubbard, or one of the team, and we'll help you get started on your property development journey. And you too could be doing deals like this very, very soon.